There she is, all finished, all decked up. Well happy with it, to be fair with you. £2 a pillow, I reckon that looks the absolute hammer. All I've done, I've kept these about 1 mil short. The Koi Whisperer set you free. Don't get too comfy on that pillow though. Right, so we need 2 bits of wood at 48 and you cut them. So Hoover as well this time so you don't make a mess when you're going to cut.
No, that's wrong. Redo that there, please. Thank you. Goodbye.
Inside the shower filter itself, you can see that spray bar is working perfectly all the way up through. Come on, mate. Let's get you out. That mat, I'm well impressed with that. But all you do, you have a nail, you slide it up the hole, put it in place. Happy days. Really is what you call the absolute hammer. Hello everyone, welcome back. What we're planning to do is get this boxed in because we don't want it to be an eyesore. So this current pond we just recently built, set up, got it running. It's been running for a week, completely happy with all the pipe work. There's been no leaks whatsoever. That being said, it's damn hot in here, isn't it?
It's hot,
We've waited until 8 o'clock this evening to get this done. It's just so warm in this conservatory. One advantage for the fish, when they go in there, water temperature is going to be free heating, but we need to get some wood out, make a frame, get that going on, don't I, Spy?
We do. That's the hammer then, my bay. No, that's wrong. Redo that there, please. Thank you. Goodbye. Woo! Don't go any higher than 68 centimetres then. You'll be right.
Yeah, but that's with the decking on as well. And I reckon what we should do is make it removable. So the frame is put in place and then we can make a lid that comes on and off so then we can access the clean out. What are you thinking?
Only need to go about 60, 63 centimetres high anyway, don't we?
Right, so we need 2 bits of wood at 48 and you cut them. So we're just making a frame. The frame's going to be slightly bigger just because we're going to enclose. Let us just crack on and I'll show you what it looks like because it always looks good because the Whisperer makes it look good. I mean, look what we can do with a tank, you know what I'm saying? Don't quite get the idea. Ex-plumber, see? Well, put the wood down flat, boy. That's it.
It doesn't really matter.
It does matter, it makes it easier. See, we're already...
It means I've got to push on.
Not going to lie to you, because me and him are too much alike. So we're like this, we get on and then we go like that. Nick the Hoover as well this time so you don't make a mess when you're going to cut. Beautiful! Saves making a mess, doesn't it? I'll tell you one thing though. It's warm. It's warm out here, boy.
Very hot.
Put Evie on your Euro. Saves you losing it. Look like you're professional now. Send those 90 mil of zone, boy. That's the problem with DeWalt, see? It's too aggressive. Too aggressive, son. That's why you got to love the Makita. Always the Makita fan, I am. Yep. Send her home, boy. He's just making a frame up to start with. Lovely. You just got to go a little bit more steadier when you wind in the in, boy, but that's all practice. Just have a look, see if it fits. And it'll be removable. Time we get it cladded in a minute, it should fit beautiful. Right on against that line there. Like so. Get that cladded. And then we'll have a fake lid on it. We just need to make a little support for the back. Flush.
Yep.
So that's our bottom piece. We'll run a bit of corner trim in there. Right down through there. You should be down here. Dad's a bit fat to be down here. Whew! It's getting warm in these rhinos. Right then, check this guy out. Don't know if you can see it, but the size of this dragonfly that's just come into my house. Massive. Woohoo! Nesting over near the pond already. That is really cool. Come on, mate. Let's get you out. That is massive. That's got to be the biggest dragonfly I've ever seen. Well, he landed on a spider web and I'm just setting him free. I might let him perch down here for a little bit. to rest. See if I can remove some of these cobwebs off him. He might be able to fly. There you go, mate. You're all ready to go again. Just rest up and take off when you're ready, mate, alright? Take off when you're ready, son. The Koi Whisperer set you free. Don't get too comfy on that pillow though. Take yourself off when you're ready, son. I've got to get back to building this pond. Right then, so I'm back with another bit of a clip. Basically, it was so hot here the other night. I ended up doing it this morning, get it all done, but my phone was dead, so I couldn't film what I'm doing. But it's just boxing it in. So it's all been boxed in. The only off-cut bits of wood that we had was this little bit right here. So my son's just literally just knocked up a little plant pot. And yeah, well happy with it. It does look the absolute hammer. I suppose now it comes down to the decision if we decide to use the old famous Sandtex, paint it all black, or if we just leave it with the wood effect theme. I do quite like it. All of these cuts down through here, I actually managed to keep the existing treated bit of timber on the end. Because of the offcuts that I had to use down through here, I didn't plan to do it one miss one, but it does sort of stick out a bit of an eyesore now because obviously that part of the wood's not been treated. But what I've done, I've bolted down this one, bolted down this one. I had to make a little bit of a dummy piece in here just to come underneath because the last length that I had wasn't quite enough. By the time I get it all decked out, you're not going to see it anyway. And when I say decked out, it's already decked out. But I mean the Art Deco, if you know what I mean. And that's something that I'm talking about in a minute. All I've done, I've kept these about 1 mil short, just so you can put your fingers underneath, lift them out. They are tight, but you can lift them out. And then you can still access, maintain this. I've still got to get the pipe to go onto the end of this, but there's plenty of room inside of here. I can access every ball valve that I want to. I can still access that one down the back, and it just makes life so much easier. And I thought there's no point making them any different than how that is. That's as straightforward and as easy as it needs to be. Push that up there. As you can see, like I was saying, I did cut these 1 mil, 2 mil shorter, just so you can get your fingertips in, lift it out, and it just, they are tight, but you want it tight. Nothing wrong with a bit of tightness, like so. So yeah, there we have it. That there's how you make a cheap DIY pond. It's not massive. You can certainly enjoy the hobby. The shower filters turned out absolutely amazing. What it's actually doing, I did plan to put an air pump on it, but the way that the water's coming out of this center point is actually making like an air pump inside of the water. If you have a look down there, the way the water's crashing in, it's coming in so aggressively in one spot, it's actually like creating an air pump inside without using an air pump. That there's working the dream, to be fair. Inside the shower filter itself, you can see that spray bar is working perfectly all the way up through. And I'm going to start talking about the old decoration side of things. So that's one of them. So I recently just purchased this mat and this mat off of Temu or Temu, something like that, whatever it's called. It did take 2 weeks to turn up, but that was £6 and that was £4. Absolutely unbelievable. The quality on this one's not quite as good as this one, but this one here is super, super soft. And to be fair, it's absolutely decent quality. You have a look at the thickness of that. It's got a slip-proof bit on the bottom. Well impressed with that. But what else I bought? I bought loads of little gadgets. And the problem with Temu, sometimes it's not as good as what it looks when it turns up in the pictures. This was £2.20. This is probably the worst thing that we bought. It's not well made, but it will look pretty good. I thought it was going to be a bit bigger, hence why we built that pot. And I was planning to sit that inside of the pot, but that looks a bit stupid. That being said, in the picture it looked massive, but for £2 I can't complain. I also bought some fake greenery. We're gonna get them sat out in place now. I bought a scroll. I'm gonna get that out, and I also bought these two things here because my son wanted to put these on the pond. So these have got two little holes in it. It's just a Japanese samurai really, £1.20 or something stupid like that. I mean, the whole lot only cost me 22 quid for everything that I bought. That mat, all of these bits here, and that fake tree thing, whatever that is. But you got to be prepared that you might end up with something that don't look quite as good as the picture. But for 2 quid, I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It's not a sponsored video. It's on that Team U. I don't know if anyone else has used it in the past. But that mat, I'm well impressed with that. Pond's going to look the hammer. So I'm going to get these little bits put on and show you what it looks like in a sec. Bosh. And there we have it. That does look the absolute hammer. I do apologise about a bit of filming because we've now got a dining table here. So I can't get you a decent shot. Like I want to get you a shot over here. But as soon as I zoom down, you're seeing me coffee. That being said, look, it is surprising what 20 quid does from the old Team U or Tam U. No one can say this is expensive to make your pond look a little bit better. Well impressed with this. This scroll looks absolutely banging. You know, you're gonna have to keep something like that undercover or inside. I wouldn't say you'd be able to put that in the garden, but that really does look really cool. I'm well happy with that. The shower itself looking wicked. There's a few things I've got left to do there. We've got the old bonsai on. That one sat in place there. That one sat in place there. And then one of these fell apart a little bit, so I ripped it, rammed it in the little gap that I've got there. Finishes off that down through there. Did the same with that one. Looks cool, looks a bit more natural. I will tell me boy, if we paint it all black, it will really make everything else pop out. A few more things else I'm gonna do just before my boy gets home, because he's actually fishing at the moment. And for the people that don't know, this is my boy's pond. I'm gonna get him a little plant or something to go in there, because like I said a minute ago, I was planning to put that in there, but it don't fit. But what I'm up to now, just to finish off, I've got a load of these little bits left over. 1 nail, 4 bits of this. And if you're wondering where these come from, when I fit this up, the fake fence behind the back, loads of these bits fell off. So I thought just as well keep them. I've shown it on my channel loads of times before, but all you do, you have a nail, you slide it up the hole, and then make yourself a bigger bunch. And that bigger bunch in your shower tray, cheap DIY shower tray that I made myself, you can use that nail, put it in place. We'll put one down there as well. I'll knock another one up, but I wanted to show you guys that you can dress up your pond for minimal amounts of money and make it stand out and look that bit better. That being said, I'm gonna get Jake a sign made up saying Jacob the Koi Whisperer's son, so he can have it on his pond there. One other thing I wanted to show you real quick, we purchased these cushions as well. I reckon they look wicked, absolute banging. Not that one, I've had that one for ages, but check them out, really are cool. The only thing, if you do get them from Team U or Team U, whatever it's called, you only get the case, so you have to put the pillow inside. But 2 quid a pillow, I reckon that looks the absolute hammer. Happy days. That's where we'll be sitting to chill out. So there she is, all finished, all decked up. Well happy with it, to be fair with you. My son will come home tomorrow, and then we'll go and get him a couple of new koi to go in there. But I might make that into another video. We'll see how we feel when we get there. Happy days. Really does look incredible. Just proves making stuff yourself, DIY, you don't have to spend loads of money to make it look nice. You can build it yourself. Anyone that's watched this video and haven't seen how this video was made, look back at my son, 15-year-old son, builds this koi pond by himself with a little bit of guidance by me. And yeah, happy days. Really is what you call the absolute hammer.